YTBC, what's the deal? Now earlier today I dropped a video, and I was saying in my video that I want to see more of Charles Martin. I hope this isn't the end of Charles Martin. He just couldn't beat Anthony Joshua. Doesn't mean your career's over because you can't beat Anthony Joshua. There's going to be a lot of guys that's going to get knocked out, and other guys that have already been knocked out by Anthony Joshua. Shouts out to Boxing Scene, and shouts out to Radio Raheem. He conducted this interview briefly after Martin was knocked out. He did an interview with Martin in the locker room, and this is on BoxingScene.com, so I will leave a link to the video. You can go to it and click on the link and check it out. But Charles Martin seemed in, good spirits. I mean, he did lose, so he seemed in the best spirits he can possibly be in for a guy that lost his heavyweight title. You know what I mean? But Radio Raheem went on to ask him various questions. Does he, was he hurt? Does he think he landed anything of significance on Joshua? What does he remember about the fight? Just normal little questions. And Joshua, just looking at his demeanor and looking at his the way he was conducting himself in the interview, he doesn't seem like he's too down on himself. Now this is with the camera on him. Who knows how he, when the cameras was off him, how he reacted, but doesn't seem too down. Doesn't seem like he's gonna go into hibernation or anything like that. I see people leaving jokes on different videos saying that as long as his check clears, he's gonna be all right. And shit, if my check cleared too, I'll be all right too. But I think he's gonna come back. I don't think this is the end. He even said himself that he's gonna be back in the gym, and they're gonna get right back to it, and he's gonna try to climb his way back up to the top. So hopefully that goes well for him. But this heavyweight division is tough. But I'm gonna leave this video in the description box if you guys haven't checked it out. But another thing I want to talk about was, when we try to read these guys' body language, and some people thought that Martin was kind of coming across as if he was nervous and he has some nervous energy. And a lot of people, man, they react to being nervous in different ways. Some guys can just sit there and be very calm and not say anything. Some guys may start grinning for no reason at all. You're looking at them like, man, why are you grinning? I played with the dude like that in college. He would get real nervous and he would like grin and laugh and shit. And I remember in one practice my coach got pissed at him because he thought the dude was laughing at what he was saying, and he just wasn't. It's just when he got nervous, he just smiled. Some people are like that. Not everybody, but Martin seems like he's still trying to get acclimated to just having cameras on him like this. And he comes across as kind of shy and timid a little bit, but shit, man, the world is focusing in on him. Everybody's not made for that. There are some guys that will never win a world title that are charismatic as hell. But there are some guys, even if they are at the top, they're just really not that charismatic. Tim Duncan, I know this is different sports, but Tim Duncan, an NBA player for the Spurs, you would look at him and think he's the most bland person you can ever come across. Just his personality, it seems dry to a lot of people. Martin, so I didn't think he was nervous going into. I knew he was nervous, but I didn't think he was scared of Anthony Joshua. He's just still trying to get acclimated to all of this, man. It kind of hit him overnight. But as far as him making a comeback and getting, like I've said in my previous video from earlier today, Dominic Breazeale, Gerald Washington, Chris Arreola, Travis Kaufman, there's a plethora of guys he can fight on PBC. That's just a few. Al Haymon has a conclave of fucking heavyweights that he can come back against. John Wesley No Fire, there's some undefeated prospects. What's the kid from New York, the Polish kid, Kaunatsky, him. There's a lot of prospects that he can fight here in America. Curtis Harper, let's call Curtis Harper up. He gave Arreola all he wanted. He's entertaining. Want to see Charles Martin back. Didn't go his way, but he didn't keep his head down. He didn't have any excuses. He didn't say my leg was hurt or my big toe, or he didn't have no excuses. Went in there, he lost his title, gave Joshua his props. Just getting this out there. YTBC, I'm out.